Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on Balboabtw. As you guys can probably read by the title, I'll be talking about why I believe BlamSpot will be the one to actually kill Anime Last Stand. Now, there's a lot of different reasons for this. Most of them are coming from this new Akira Toriyama, the guy that made Dragon Ball Z, dying, about some of the stuff that he was saying and did right after he died. But that's something I'll talk about later on in the video. Before we get into that, if you guys end up enjoying, like, subscribe. But yeah, without further ado, let's actually get into the first thing that I want to talk about, which is going to be him exploiting children, I guess. That's pretty much what he does on his channel. I'll just show you guys what I mean. He's been doing this since ASTD, and I feel like for some reason no YouTuber has ever talked about it, but he's been doing this for like years. If you guys see, 600,000 subscribers, you know, cool. You guys, well, first of all, this average of views is not someone with 600,000 subscribers, and there's a good reason for that. And that is because he's just been milking these code unit stuff for basically forever. On All-Star Tower Defense, this game, whatever other games give him codes whenever he reaches a certain sub goal. I don't even know why games allow this, but he is definitely the #1 person that milks it the most, because every single video he's basically like, oh, give me to the sub goal. So that's why he has so many subs. If you guys truly think that he has 625,000 people that watch him, you're delusional. Because every single new code, there's always a new code, doesn't matter on the game, almost every single tower defense will give him a code whenever he reaches a certain sub goal. He's just been doing that. That's what his basically channel is. He makes NPC content. Everyone should know this. If you go to BlamSpot to actually learn something about the game that you're playing, even if he's a dev for it, 90% of the time you're not going to learn anything. For example, this tier list right here. Let me go click on it. Boom. This is his tier list. Yeah. If you are any competent player on AOS, you know this tier list is awful. Because he has Sakuna below literally everyone better than Sakuna. But, you know, that's his content. Whatever. He milks children. That's that. Now, if you guys don't know, recently, like literally an hour ago, he pinged the whole server for his stream talking about the next update, which was supposed to be obviously the One Punch Man update, which was supposed to be update 2, but now it's update 4 because they just keep delaying it. But yeah, pretty much he pinged, and that's not really the issue. The issue is the whole general chat was saying, are we gonna get a compensation code or something random for Akira Toriyama dying, the creator of Dragon Ball Z, once again. And pretty much 30 minutes later, he goes live saying that we're getting a new reroll code. And then towards the end of it, he also says that we're getting a bonus update for the celebration of Dragon Ball Z and Akira Toriyama, which the first thing I want to say is saying celebration after someone dies, it's crazy. You couldn't say like to mourn their death or something like that. You have to say celebration. That's an insane thing to say. And in case you guys think I'm lying, you guys can see on your screen right now, this is actually what he said. He said the celebration of Dragon Ball Z and Akira Toriyama, which is crazy. But then the other thing is, during his stream, that's pretty much all that he talked about, obviously, because, you know, he's just trying to milk it for content. I can't really blame him. But dropping an update about someone, he's basically just capitalizing it for money. And if you guys think otherwise, just use your brain for a second. Let's say he does portals. If it's a banner unit, then I guess he's not really capitalizing it for money, but more than likely it will be something like portals, a Dragon Ball Z story event, and something like that, where actually you have to play the game to get the unit. More than likely they'll add some type of Dragon Ball character to the portal pool like they did for this one, which, by the way, this update was terrible as well. But yeah, once again, just crazy. Dragon Ball update right after the Dragon Ball creator dies is a little bit like tone deaf, I would say, and then making the announcement right after is also very tone deaf. Saying the celebration is just insane. And keep in mind, this update was not planned before 2 hours ago. Like, none of the other devs or anyone were talking about a Dragon Ball update, and then all of a sudden he wants to say that they're doing a Dragon Ball update right after the owner dies. That's, I mean, if you don't call that capitalizing someone's death for money, then I don't know what it is. But the other thing is, during his live stream, now this could be very out of context, I don't know, because someone just sent it to me, but I'll just play the clip and you guys can kind of judge for yourself.
What a dumb way to go out.
But yeah, you guys can hear in the clip, he said, what a terrible or what a dumb way to go out. That is, if that is about the guy's death, that is like the most insane thing you could ever possibly say. If you guys don't know, the Akira Toriyama died from, I think, a brain, something in his brain or something like that. So saying what a dumb way to go out, if that is true, if it's not a super out of context clip, as I said, I wasn't watching the live stream, so I don't know, and he was playing Portals, so he could have been talking about like him losing the portal, I guess. But more than likely, I would say it's very hard to take that clip and say that it wasn't about Toriyama. And that is just like the most insane thing you could ever possibly say. What a dumb way to go out. And especially in front of like, what, 2,000, 3,000 people watching your live stream. I don't think he's dumb enough to do that, but a lot of other stuff that he's done for the game was very stupid, so I don't know. I would expect to see an apology video from him because the whole community is just like roasting him right now. Most of the content creators chat is talking about it, just everyone's talking about it. And then the other thing is, right after that clip like came out, he was timed out in All-Star Tower Defense for I think a week, and it was also banned from Anime World Tower Defense, like 2 games that he does upload quite frequently. So that's why I'm saying it's probably not out of context, but I don't know for sure. As I said, I was just sent the clip, but you guys can have your own thoughts about that inside the comments down below, and about this whole thing, about BlamSpot as a whole. And then the other last thing that I do want to talk about is he does not communicate with the other devs for Anime Last Stand, like, at all. I think probably this update he did, but this update wasn't even supposed to be an update. It was supposed to be the One Punch Man raids, which has been what it's supposed to be, but I guess they keep delaying it. I don't know if that's BlamSpot's fault. They just keep delaying it. Anyways. But yeah, this update, if you guys don't know, right after the portals was supposed to be, you know, the One Punch Man raids, but it wasn't. It was the worst update I think I've ever played. We got a new story, a new map, and 8 garbage units that nobody's ever gonna play with. And he did make most of those units because he did a poll on his one of his streams, what units do you want, and everyone voted JoJo. So this update was all on him once again. And Glitched being in the game, I don't know if that was him, but whoever came up with the idea for Glitched actually has to be like the most brain rot person I think I've ever seen in a video game, because whoever made that like is very stupid. But yeah, there's just a lot of things. You guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts in the comments down below. And then the other thing is, I mean, obviously other than the clickbait on his channel, the Speedwagon female update was also a crazy one. How he was basically hyping it up, saying it's going to be the new best money unit, all this, all that. And it was, I mean, it was an okay unit. I guess it is technically the best money unit. But doing that much hyping up just to combine Speedwagon, that's literally all that it does, is you combine 2 Speedwagons into a 1 placement Speedwagon. So really hyping it up and calling it like the best money unit and clickbaiting for that long about that one garbage character that nobody talks about anymore and nobody wanted to farm for is kind of crazy. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on BlamSpot, on what he's gonna do to the game. I hope this game doesn't die, because it is fun, kinda. Not really, I'm lying to myself. The last 2 updates have been extremely boring. But yeah, you guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts in the comments down below. I am excited for the raid update, but at the same time, I really don't know, because every single time this game updates, it feels like it just gets worse and worse. With, you know, pay to win being like very frequent with Glitched, and, you know, some things getting buffed and tweaked and other things like that. And then, you know, the raids have been delayed forever. At this rate, I don't think we'll ever see trading or PvP in the game, or this crafting right here, because there's just been nothing talked about those at all. Even though they've been sitting here inside the main menu forever. So yeah, I don't know. You guys feel free to leave your own thoughts in the comments down below. That's just my thoughts. Once again, if I get banned from the game, I'll do a follow-up video. I don't really care if I get banned, because genuinely this game is not that enjoyable anyways. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.